Welcome back to Co-op Chronicles. This is episode 64. I am pint-sized Geisha, and I have Blacklabel.
Hello.
And Azzilee.
Hello.
And today is...
We're going to be talking about retro games.
Retro rage.
Or any other, I'm sure we'll fit Bloodborne in there or something. But it's mainly like retro games that used to make us rage as kids. Yeah. How you guys doing?
I'm fine.
I gotta tell you guys the story. I told you.
Oh, yeah,
Okay. I'm not gonna say names, even though I don't think they listen to this. But, so at my work, I am the logistics supervisor. So I make routes for drivers to do deliveries and installations of headstones and monuments. And so Thursday, we have like specific routes for each day. So Thursdays are like a Seattle route. So our drivers are in Seattle all day. And so in the morning, I always meet with them. I'm like, hey, you have these pickups, because we have to do pickups sometimes, and then you have to like do these other tasks, normal stuff. So they go out, and it's like 10:30, and a CSR sends a Teams message to me and my boss, and she's just like, the drivers didn't pick up these shutters, and she's like, I'm sending Minerva to go grab them. And I was just like, our drivers are in Seattle right now. Like, they're at EW. That church is their next stop. So I go and talk to her physically instead of sending her a message. And she's like, oh, just tell them not to go. And she's like, what? They're in Seattle right now. So then I go and I send this long ass message to my boss, and I was like, I didn't appreciate this message from her. And I was like, my drivers don't appreciate it. This is like very unproductive use of company time for a CSR who should be responding to people about orders and all this other jazz. And she's just like, yeah, I'm going to have to talk to them about this because like that's crazy.
What the?
And yeah, I got super mad. It was like 10:30 in the morning. Like, bro, they have other stops to do. It's 10:30. Give them time. It's not even the end of the day.
Yeah. And she was saying to skip a stop?
Yeah, she was like, oh, tell them not to go because, like, one of the girls is already going to grab it. And I was just like, why? What? First of all, she doesn't need to grab it because our drivers are going to grab it today. And second, it's Seattle traffic. Now she's wasting time in traffic.
Yeah, it's money.
Yeah, I just wanted to go home after that. I was like, you know what? I don't even want to be here.
I feel like you and Geisha are like the same when it comes to work because you guys are so like, this is how it gets done. We need to do it this way because it works.
They had a schedule.
Yeah.
They knew what to do. They have the itinerary. Like, they're going to do their job. Trust that they're going to do their job.
Yeah.
If it was like 3 o'clock and you were like, hey, these weren't picked up, then I would call them and be like, what, like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
But it was 10:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's funny.
Annoying.
Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to talk about retro games, as I mentioned. So, have you ever slammed a controller so hard it bounced on the ground? Have you guys ever raged at all? I feel like you guys don't rage at all.
Nope.
Never.
Never.
I get frustrated and I'll like set it down and be like, I gotta cool off. So I'll walk away, but I don't slam it down.
I don't think I ever slammed controllers down as a kid. Maybe. I don't think I did. But I've raged as a kid playing games. So it's not an exaggeration when like Nintendo Power once published a letter from a kid who shattered his controller on the wall because of Battletoads. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Battletoads. It's an old video game that was really, really hard. There's a lot of old video games that are really hard for no reason. So today isn't about hard games. It's about unfair ones where the devs felt like trolls. The hitboxes lied, and success was less about skill and more about sheer trauma. Like how many times you could just do it over and over and over until you did it. So it's basically like a tolerance. I don't know. So retro games didn't have difficulty settings back then. You had one option, and it was basically to survive. And the titles we're covering today didn't just make you earn the win, they mocked you for trying. Some of these games were broken by design. Others were intentionally rigged to squeeze extra quarters out of your pocket because, when you're a kid, you play arcade games at like the bowling alley and stuff like that. Whether it was janky jumps, invisible traps, or bosses that made no logical sense, these games all have one thing in common. They made you question your life choices as a kid in playing video games. So we're going to talk about that, the digital gauntlet. Can you guys remember one game that made you not or thrown stuff at the ground, but it made you rage and broke your soul?
I think any kind of like what do you call it? Guitar Hero. Sometimes rhythm is beyond me, so I get mad because I can't stay in tempo.
What about you, Beb?
I don't have a retro game.
Or any game, any game.
Probably Final Fantasy X Battling Sin.
Which one is Sin? Can you remind me?
That's the final boss.
I don't remember Final Fantasy X.
Well, it's the final boss.
Is it a lady?
No, it's like this big monster.
Oh.
How many times did it take you to beat it?
A lot.
A lot?
I had to start my whole game over because I was frustrated.
What?
Yep.
Why? Did you like build the wrong people or something?
I don't know. I can't remember. I just know I started over again because I was frustrated.
She was so mad.
And
She
you
was
need
like,
you need like certain summoning. You need the sisters, the three
Oh.
sisters to do it.
Gotcha. Do you think games were better back then or just more traumatized? Or do you think gamers back then were better? Or do you think we were more so just traumatized as kids? Do you think they were better or no?
traumatized, and then you adapted to be better.
Yeah.
So better back then. Nowadays you have so many like save points and checkpoints and stuff, so you don't have to like worry too hard. In my opinion.
Interesting.
What about you, Geisha?
Yeah, I concur.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna talk about Battletoads. Battletoads. It was like an old video game. The turbo tunnel in Battletoads was so brutal it caused real fights between siblings in the early 90s. So some kids wrote to Rare, which is like the thing, asking for therapy. Released in 1991, Battletoads lured us in a cartoon-like charm game and then unleashed a speeder bike level so hard most players never saw level 4. So imagine you're on a bike going full throttle, dodging walls, jumping gaps, reacting with zero time to spare, and one miss you had to start over. There was no checkpoints, so you had to start the whole thing over. And the only way to win was basically to memorize the whole course. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And there was friendly fire as well. You could literally punch your partner into a pit mid-jump, so it just like messed up everything. Do you guys think that modern games could get away with stuff like that nowadays?
Probably.
I think they should. That would be so fun.
Like rage type
yeah.
stuff?
Like, I guess it wouldn't be good for people because they already rage too much, but it would be funny.
Yeah.
It'd get a lot of, like, clip-worthy stuff for streamers.
Let's see. Can you guys recall any, I guess, not a boss fight or anything like that, like a level in a game where it was, like, impossible for you guys to beat or it took you a long time to beat it?
Anything in 10-2. Like, I can't
What is
remember which
that?
boss it was. I don't know. I just couldn't. My brain just could not figure it
Final
out.
Fantasy X too?
Yeah.
Oh.
My brain just couldn't figure it out. I don't know why. I had to, like, rage. I haven't been back to that game. I rage quit it.
I kind of want to play Bloodborne just to see how difficult it is, because I wasn't. I don't think I was that good when I tried to play it the first time with Geisha's stuff or on hers. I wasn't really good. I thought I could beat the werewolf, but I got murdered. But I think you're supposed to die to that thing. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
The first one?
She said
Oh, yeah.
In the spawn or your opening, right?
You don't have to die to it, but.
Can you beat it? Have you beat it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was hard for me. Okay. So have you guys ever heard of Ghosts and Goblins?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, this game was ridiculous back in the day. So it was like in 1985. It was one of the first games. So I know I was born in 1985, but it was so. Oh my god, I'm trying to get my words. So Sir Arthur, which is the character, journey starts with 2 hits. So 2 hits. Like, you only have 2 hit points. The first hit, you're down to boxers, and then the second hit, you're dead. So then you have to think about, there's so many monsters. There's, like, monsters that, like, spawn mid-jump. There's there's like projectiles just being thrown at you and spamming at you, like different floaty thingies that can hit you. And then like on the final boss, the game tells you that it was an illusion, and you have to play the whole game over and do it all over again on a harder setting to get the real ending. Yeah.
Oh,
So you
harder
beat
setting?
Interesting.
so you beat the game. He's like, oh, this was an illusion, and then you have to beat the game on a harder setting all over again.
That's brutal.
It was rough.
Dang.
Yeah. Would you keep playing a game that made that type of twist on you?
Probably.
Yeah, I'd have to know.
Mm-hmm.
I need
Yeah.
to know the real ending.
Do you guys have any stories or anything you guys would like to share about a game like that made you crash out like that?
Personally, no, but I know when Cuphead was the biggest craze,
Mhm.
it made a lot of people crash
Mhm.
out.
I never really watched. I just watched. I think Jacksepticeye played. I didn't watch everybody else play it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was like
It's hard.
rage-inducing game.
You had it right, Beb?
Mm-hmm.
Did you beat it?
Nope.
No.
See, she was
It was
like, you know,
hard,
I
right?
don't want to play
Yeah.
this anymore.
I know. There's a lot of those one games where you like jump and then you could fall all the way. I do not want to do that.
Oh,
yeah.
like the mountain ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
Didn't you-
chain together one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Didn't you show me one bit where they're like pushing a ball or something and it fell down a cliff?
Mm.
Oh,
I don't remember.
man.
Oh,
That would be
okay.
the worst. Yeah, those games, I can't.
Yeah.
What if you fall all the way?
Yeah.
I would be so defeated, and then I just won't want to play it.
I think that would
anymore.
make me a better player. Like I think if I played those type of games, it would help me control my rage in like Apex and stuff.
Probably not.
What do you
Yeah, I
mean?
don't think
Probably
so.
not.
Those games? I don't think so.
You don't think so? Our last game, I don't understand why that lifeline pushed out that far. It's like, it's so hard to play ranked with a random. I just can't.
And then just imagine playing one of those games where you climb and climb and climb, and you just clip something and you have to fall all the way down. You'd be like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, we had some good games on today too. It was just like every game, like our random. I don't know. I always say that, hey, we're not gonna follow the random. We're not gonna do this, and then I end up following the random, trying to be a good player, or helping out, and it's like, Jesus criminy. So Silver Surfer. So this game was like it was a NES game, like regular Nintendo in 1990. So he literally dies if he touches anything, walls, enemies, just anything. Bad. The vibes aren't good. He's dead. You know what I mean? So from the start, it's clear that devs didn't want you to win. The game throws enemies from all directions with bullets you can barely see. The levels switch between side-scrolling and top-down chaos, and no matter the mode, you die in one hit. So your hitbox, it's I don't know how to explain. It's way too big. So you're like small, but your hitbox is way bigger. So
That's the worst.
yeah, even if it looks like you don't get hit, you get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Your weapons are bad. Your power-ups are bad. They go away after you die, and you constantly die a lot. So it's not a good game.
When did it come out?
1990.
So like, they didn't refine the hitbox yet.
No,
Probably
not. So even the pause music is anxiety-inducing. If you, I don't have a clip of it, but it's pretty bad. So if you beat Silver Surfer without cheating, using save states or divine intervention, a lot of people complain and say they need receipts on screenshots because they don't believe you. Yeah.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Yeah. So it's just a rough game. What do you guys think's worse? Dying instantly from touching anything or losing all your power-ups every time you do die?
Power-ups.
Yeah, probably.
I'd be so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all that work to grind to get those achievements, and then it's just like, good luck now.
Yeah. Do you guys think that superhero games today are better because how bad ones like the past ones were, or do you actually think that they were pretty good?
I don't know.
Just
It's so hard to talk to you guys. It's
Development.
literally hard to talk. Geisha's just every question, and then you don't know what I'm talking about either. It's so. I don't know.
I was gonna say, it's just game development. So, I forgot the question now. 'Cause you interrupted me.
Because I'm just looking at Geisha. She's just,
I had an
I
answer.
said I don't know because I don't play superhero games. I don't have an answer
I
for
had
you.
an answer. You just interrupted me.
I'm saying both of you guys are having like difficult times with these questions.
Have I not answered every question, Geisha?
Yeah, you have.
I don't
But you're
understand the problem.
But you're getting me roundabout answers. Okay, let me explain the question.
No, just repeat it. You don't need to explain it. I had an
Do
answer.
you think superhero games are better today because how bad ones were in the past?
No, I think they're better now because of technology, with graphics
Okay.
and like the advancement of like hitboxes or game mechanics. I don't think it's because they were bad, so they're better now. I think it's better now because of the advancement of gaming.
Geisha, what about you?
Yeah, makes sense. Technology has evolved.
See, this is what I mean.
I haven't played any
I know,
superhero games, so what do you want me to pull out of my fanny?
Have you seen them?
No.
Oh my goodness.
She
If I
doesn't
had an
watch
answer,
those.
I would tell you, but I don't have an answer,
She
so
doesn't
I
watch
don't know. But I
superhero
agree
games.
with if I thought about it, not in just the superhero game way, and like how Az thought about it. Yeah, technology has developed, so the game itself is going to develop.
Yeah.
There
Like,
you go.
think about Spider-Man, like older Spider-Man games. It's not as cool when you're flying through the city as it is now, because
Yeah.
you could do like all your super cool tricks and you got super cool landings.
Yeah.
I
Ray
just-
tracing.
I
Yeah.
just-
See your shadow.
See, no, you guys are right. I just feel like every question that I'm going to say right now is going to be difficult because you guys never played them.
Yeah. As the producer, you should know that.
I'm good at critical thinking, though. I can
I know.
figure out an answer based on what I've seen.
Okay, have you ever heard of Ninja Gaiden?
Nope.
Yes.
Okay, okay, at least one of you guys heard of Ninja Gaiden. So there's an older version, 1988. So it had like, it was really good. It had style.
original?
Yeah, it had style, cutscenes, really good music, but it was like very rage-inducing. If you get hit mid-jump, you just fall. You launch backward into a pit and you die pretty much. Every enemy was placed to knock you into oblivion. Birds, they were the devil's messengers. Bats were basically evil because you would be mid-air perfectly lined up for a thing, and then it hits you and you go flying off the cliff and you die.
That's
Like
crazy.
it's the Looney Tunes.
the worst game mechanic.
Yeah.
Birds are your
And so the worst thing, another bad thing was enemies would respawn the second you moved back an inch. So it's like if you're not constantly moving forward, the enemies would just pop back up if you go backwards.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, and there was no recovery. It's just like suffering. I guess that's just how all these retro games were back then. There was no checkpoints. If you died at the final boss, the sequence, you get all the way booted back 3 levels. So, yeah.
There's no autosaves.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
People nowadays are lucky.
Would you okay, which is more frustrating to you guys, you think? Enemies that would knock you back or knock back deaths, or respawning enemies that never stop?
Or respawn enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Well, because it could give you XP depending on the game. Well, if it's older, I guess you don't get XP the way you would get it nowadays. But
Yeah.
I would just get frustrated having to fight the same enemy over and over and over.
I
Geisha,
hate farming.
Yeah.
It would be like farming.
You're yeah, every time you farm in Bloodborne, you say you never want to stream it because nobody wants to watch you farm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Geisha, would you play a modern game today of this level of punishment baked into it?
Probably not.
Why probably not?
Because I have a long list of games I need to play, and it would not be on it.
Okay.
No time.
No
you-
time.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay. Next up, I'm gonna incorporate some ones that you guys played then, since it's very touch and go with all this. Have you? Okay, let's talk about Bloodborne, babe.
Okay.
Okay, what's the hardest aspect of that game, in your opinion?
Everything.
Oh my God, you are not helping. I'm asking questions. You're just saying everything.
The battle is hard. The game mechanics is hard. Figuring out what the story is about is hard. It's all hard. You get thrown into it with no information, no map, no knowledge of what's going on. The bosses are hard by itself. You don't know the story. You don't know where to go. You don't have a map.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't tell you what's the best weapon, right, or what
No,
to use.
you got to figure it out on your own.
How many times did you play it before you became an expert? You say.
I'm not an expert, by the way.
As
Okay.
proficient
Or-
as you
Or,
are.
yeah, as
Expert.
proficient as you are, how long do you think?
I don't know. Probably like 9, 10, maybe like more than that. I don't know. I don't know.
How many times have you beaten the game?
Probably like 15 to 20.
15 to 20 times?
hmm The first time I played it, I was like new game plus 9. And then
What?
it got corrupted. And then I played it again.
Is it actually harder in the plus games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
hmm
Have you guys ever heard of a game called Contra?
No.
Yes, I have. I've never played it, but I have heard of it.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the Konami code?
No.
Up, up, down, down, left, right,
You've
BA.
never
Oh,
heard
yes,
it?
yes, yes.
Okay.
If you say it to me, I know what it is.
Okay, so that's the game that basically the Konami code came from.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah. Without the Konami code, most people never made it past the first level of Contra. One hit equals death, no armor, no checkpoints. It was just you, a buddy, and an endless hellstorm of bullets. It was like a Rambo movie, like a 1980s action Rambo movie. Contra. What is that noise?
She's calling the kitty.
Oh, I thought that was them crying. So Contra was a chaos from the jump. You're dodging bullets, jumping from platform to platform, and you're trying to not shoot your friend or worse, accidentally scroll them off the screen because you could move forward and the screen will keeps up with the person in front of you.
Oh yeah, like
So-
Mario.
Yeah, so you could kill the people behind you from the screen. It was like a scroll death type thing.
Okay.
So the enemies were relentless, the bosses were massive, and even if you memorized the pattern, it still came up to like or came down to pure like twitch reflexes. Like,
Oh.
and that's why up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start was is it A, B, A, start or B, A, start?
Can you hear him pooing?
Oh,
You said BA start?
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he sounded like a car just just trying to struggle in the heat, in the cold. And that's why the code became legendary because it was the only way to survive, and everybody back then knows what it was.
Can other games like implement that kind of
The code?
into their game, or is it like copyrighted or something?
No, I think they could, right?
Oh. Could be like an
Maybe
Easter
maybe
egg.
not the Konami. I don't know if the Konami code is
Hey.
like copywritten. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I never thought about it, but like, can other games do that? I'm sure they can, right? It's just
Yeah.
like a sequence of buttons.
Yeah, and what was cool about this game too, it was like a co-op game. So it like when you won, it made you feel accomplished with your partner, whoever you're playing with it, with your cousin or your buddy.
We finally did it.
Yeah. Now, what do you guys think's worse, dying solo or losing because your partner could not keep up and would get you killed?
We all know Label's answer.
Oh my god, babe! I can tell because we just got off of Apex. I can tell just your whole demeanor is just off right now, and I think it's because of the last match in our Apex game.
Nope.
What is it then?
It was the first match.
The first match.
Yep.
You were the first, the wild one, the one where you just keep respawning. Okay.
You don't like that game mechanic?
No, I do like the game mechanic, but it's
Oh.
just hard to play because someone over here is just yelling at us to do what he wants us to do, but he doesn't communicate what he wants us to do.
Oh no! So that first match, you're talking about the second match where I was saying let's push this guy when it was just us and them, right? So that was the second match, and the whole issue is because you could respawn with time. Like if it's like the last rings, you get like 30 seconds or whatever, and the last ring is like 45 seconds, so you have to stay alive. But we knocked 2 of them, and so I was just like, oh, we should push this guy. He's over there. I wasn't yelling. I'm like, hey, let's go push him. I was just saying we should push him. It's the last guy.
No, that's not what you said.
I will pull up the VOD.
Pull it up.
I know. What did I say then?
You said, why aren't we pushing? Why aren't you guys pushing this?
Oh, but then
There's a difference.
But after I died and I got resurrected, I stopped talking. I wasn't like mad or complaining about it. And then you're like,
That is mad and complaining about it, is it not?
Oh my. Yeah, but it's a
There's
different.
no but.
There's a different game mode. The game mode is about fighting and it's constantly respawning. It's not about position in that one. because it's a badge farming. Oh my god, it's just a badge farming match. So you kind
Moving
of.
on.
Apex is a hard game. If people will play it who are listening, you're brave. It seems hard.
It's a lot. It's more fun when we have a third player.
Yeah.
Or if we just do duos, because if we just do duos, it's just me and her, and we could take over a building and concentrate more. It's a little bit more fun. But then when you play duos, you play with like sweatier people, and it's even harder, in my opinion. I don't know. I just think that game's all sweaty now. It's just really hard.
Agreed.
So, oh yeah, did anybody answer that question? Nobody answered that question. Geisha just said, "Oh, I know what Label's answer is."
I think the doubles is hard. It's randos are hard. I don't
The co-op ones is
yeah,
hard?
like because imagine if like you don't have friends who are online, so you're like, all right, well I'll just find someone to play with. That's hard because some people are really mean. Some people are not in it for the fun. They're in it
Oh my
to
god,
win
I
it.
feel like you're
No, I'm
just
not saying-
attacking me because
no.
Geisha's just like.
I'm not talking
But
about you.
I know, I could see it
But-
in her face though.
It's like, cause like the randos that you guys get paired up with sometimes.
It's rough.
Yeah, I would not be a fan. I don't like people who are mean
And
for no reason.
majority of the time, I am pretty good. Like we're both doing stuff. We were doing call-outs on that one match, and I was perfectly fine. And then they pushed out, and they died. And it's like what? And in the same match, the lifeline takes the airdrop and he lands on the people, right, babe? And then he dies, and we grab his banner, and then we rest him. And then he pushes back out again, and he dies. It's like, dude, we have the building. Just chill. And it was
See, I couldn't do it. I would be mad.
And it was only like we were only in like the 10th position, which is crazy to me because the ring was so small. I don't know. Anyways, would you guys enjoy Contra without the cheat code or any hard game without a cheat code like that back in the day?
No, I'm a casual.
What about you, Geisha?
Probably not.
No?
Nope.
Awesome. Thanks.
What kind? Why would you not?
I didn't play video games back in the day, or I
Yeah.
might have, but I don't,
Don't remember.
remember it.
If you didn't have like cheat codes, would it be less fun, or do you think cheat codes would make it more fun?
I don't know for this type of game. The only cheat code I remember is the
Money load.
money load from The Sims. All the other games I played, I've never used cheat codes. I've never used a cheat code.
When was the
Just this on The Sims.
when was the first time you remember playing games? Actually, that's a good question. I would like to know that.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You
In
said
the
when your-
gambling
when
That
your,
room.
you can
when your
remember.
cousin gave you when you stole the game from your cousin. Is that it?
Before that, it was in the gambling room, the
The
underground gambling.
Did you play
rooms.
games in there?
I played a pinball.
Yeah, I guess that counts. Pinball games were really hard.
Those are
to be-
unforgiving.
I don't think. How do you can't even win it? It was basically high score, right? Or do you get like a free game? I can't remember.
Maybe it depended on the shop.
Oh, true.
I don't know. I just know high score was what you were trying to go for.
Yeah, pinball games were extremely hard for me because it's all about reflexes, right? It's like ding ding ding.
I
ding.
think it's like strategy, just like knowing where the ball will go, or like setting up a game plan of where you want the ball to go. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a great question.
I would love to watch somebody
not
who's
a-
like an expert at pinball.
Not a pinballer.
I'm sure there's like a YouTube video about how good pinball players are.
I'm sure pinball players have like specific games that they like playing.
Now I'm gonna go on a video thing watching pinball players after this.
I bet you it's entertaining.
I bet you it is. So next, Wizardry 5 or 6. Wizardry 6, 1987. So you don't play the hero, you play the villain. You're trapped in a dungeon so punishing, even fans call it an act of war. This game was convoluted. You basically needed a degree in mythology and a notebook of the size of a phone book to survive because it's a hard game.
Oh.
So you start with nothing, no gears, no allies, just a vague idea that you need to escape the dungeon and have no idea. And then every floor is a death trap. There are false exits, teleportation loops, and riddles that are basically SAT questions, or SAT questions, sorry. Enemies were overpowered, traps were invisible, saving, it was rare because, I don't know, it was hard. And then some puzzles required outside knowledge of ancient legends and developers' inside jokes. So it's like how?
So you gotta like follow, but it was like when was it?
1987.
There's no way
Yeah,
you
there's
would
no
know.
way. Yeah, it was just it
Did
was
they make a game?
it was like a DOS format though. Do you remember DOS format? It's like I don't know how to explain it. If you just look up DOS formats, it's
Like the text ones?
yeah.
Where you like type out what to do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, would you guys ever play a game that basically dares you not to finish it?
Back in the day, absolutely not.
Yeah,
It
I
just
wouldn't.
seems like the silliest.
And you're a kid. I don't unless you're an adult with like some weird misogynistic stuff. Then I don't know.
How would you know? That's my question. How would you know?
Yeah,
You wouldn't.
how would you know? No one would know.
Yeah.
Did you die? No one would know.
Did you
What do you
die?
say, babe? No one would know. Is it no one would know? How would they know?
How would
Who's
they
gonna
know?
How would they
Who's
know?
gonna know?
Who's gonna know? Okay.
Who's gonna know?
So what's worse to you guys, in your opinion? Having no map in a game, or having a map that lies to you? Because either way, you're not knowing, but at least the map that lies to you kind of shows you things. But I don't know.
I think the lying
The
map
map,
would be
yeah.
funner.
No, I wouldn't like
Oh,
You would not want a map?
it. Mm-mm.
so no map.
Why?
No map is to me. No map is fine, right? I can
Well,
figure it out.
Yeah.
Mm.
A
You're-
map that lies, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh,
Well, I
but it
guess-
would be so fun.
Like you said, there was a treasure here. There's not a treasure here.
Yeah, I can see that because Bloodborne has no map, right? Or
Mhm.
does it have a map?
It does not.
It does not.
does not.
It doesn't have a map.
Nope.
Damn, Elden Ring had a map.
So
Bloodborne
you
does not
can't
have a
like
map.
waypoint to places.
Well,
Nope.
you can. No, you can. You can.
Or
t-
yeah, you can waypoint
Oh,
to
from the
places.
But,
fire.
but there's not a map
But there's not
showing
a
you where
map.
you are on the
Oh,
map.
You just have to know where it's
yeah.
at. Yeah, no. I would like the lying map, please.
Oh man, that's tough.
Well, because like, what would the lying map entail? Like, would it be like an actual map of the region, or would the region be wrong too, or is it just everything on the region is wrong? Because then that would change. Because if it was just a completely different region, then that would make no sense to have a map.
I guess it's just how you want to
Mm.
take it. Yeah.
I would do the lying map.
I think I would do no map. I'd rather explore and figure it out myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you guys remember the first game that you? I don't know if you guys recall these. Can you guys remember the first game that you used a player's guidebook? You remember those gamer guides?
I remember the Dragoon game. You had a gamer
The
guide
Legend
for
of
it,
Dragoon.
and I would read that thing religiously. That's how
That's so
that's how I
funny.
played the game, was watching you and reading the game thing.
That was a good game.
I loved that game.
Yeah.
I loved reading about it.
That was a really good game. It was so good. That was the game that
And it
Dad.
had pictures.
Yeah, that was the game that Dad used me as a what are they called? Like the child labor. He was like, "Help me lift these," and I was like, "Okay."
You were the errand boy.
Yeah. What about you, babe? Can you remember the first game they used the player guidebook on?
Probably Final Fantasy X.
Oh,
They should bring those back.
I bet you it was pretty big, huh? It was pretty fat.
It was huge.
Like
Jeez.
the thick boy.
Yeah.
It was thick boy.
I think the first one that I recall using was, it was either the Legend of Zelda, the regular Nintendo one, or the Final Fantasy 3 one for Super Nintendo. I think it was Final Fantasy 3 Super Nintendo.
Mhm.
Did you know back then? This is a side tangent thing. Did you know back then Nintendo had? Didn't we watch a thing on it, babe? Where they had a building or like a thing that was like the player's guidebook, but they would call in. It was like a phone number you could call in, and they would give you tips.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm
Like a
talking about, babe?
live person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
What?
Where did we see that from? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
But yeah, it was like a live person. They would call, and you would ask for help if you're stuck in this certain location, and they would give you like
I think it was for only one game.
Oh, was it just for one game?
I think so.
I know it was for regular Nintendo, right?
That's
Super
so
Nintendo.
fascinating.
Yeah.
They just have somebody ready to go at all hours.
Yeah, and they would just tell them how to do it. They would give them hints and stuff.
That's great customer service.
Yeah, it was
to be honest.
Pretty cool, actually. So there's another game. All these games I remember, and I know none of you guys are gonna remember these games. It sucks.
You gotta remember, man. Age gap.
Yeah, I know. So there's this game. It's like the Addams Family, but it was Uncle Fester. It was called
Okay.
Fester Quest.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah, it came out in 1989. Damn, I am old because you guys aren't gonna know any of these, and you probably
Tell us your experience, and you answer the question. Tell
And
us.
I gamed really hard playing these. Okay, so in 1989, this game came out, and the only thing more confusing than the title screen was basically the game itself, because you think it's like a Addams Family game, but then it's a spin-off into like one of the most weirdest, hardest regular Nintendo experiences I've ever had. So some of the enemies, they're basically invincible if you don't have the correct weapon or the right weapon, and you could accidentally downgrade the weapon. And so Uncle Fester, he wanders around blasting aliens with a pea shooter and basically it's just a long game. And the gun upgrades, you could power them up, but then if you grab the wrong one, it'll start from the bottom to that weapon. So like if you want a different weapon, you know what I mean, and there's a power up for it, it will just downgrade it from like your higher up one to the low one of that one now, making it useless.
That's rough.
Yeah, so if you picked up the wrong thing, it kind of makes the game like unbeatable and you have to start over. Enemies took forever to kill. Some couldn't be hit at all unless you aim your weapon at a position with the pixel perfect aim. The movement was really sluggish. The sewers were a nightmare, and I can't even. It's really hard to. The health system was extremely hard. It was you could not find anything to heal you. It was very rare. So if you died, it was no. You started over from the beginning. Do you guys remember? I wonder if I talked about it on this one. Let me see. No, did I not talk about it on this? It doesn't look like I did. I'll bring it up at the end and see if you guys remember this, or actually seen people play clips of this. I seen somebody try to stream it the other day, maybe like a month ago, and they were like, "What the heck?" Maybe I can't recall.
An older game?
Lion King.
Oh, I've never played that.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
Have
I
you
didn't
ever
even know
seen
there
it,
was a
babe?
game.
I've never seen it and I've never played it, but I know the rumors about it.
You know what I'm kind of talking about? Okay, it's like where these monkeys throw you and you're playing Simba. I'll talk about it later.
Simba.
What do you guys think is worse? Games that don't explain their mechanics, or the ones that lie about what items do?
I've never played a game that lied about what items do.
Mechanics. If you don't tell me how to do the mechanics, I'm gonna be mad trying to figure stuff out.
Most games don't teach you mechanics at all.
I feel like a lot of games teach you mechanics.
I think if games lie to me about what items do, is kind of annoying. I mean, it should be a description at least.
Or if they don't teach you mechanics, they have the controls.
Yeah, but you got to
page.
learn how to do the mechanics. If you get an item that doesn't tell
Give
you
me
what to
an
do or lies,
example, please.
how do you beat? Isn't there an easy way to beat a monster in Bloodborne, babe? With like you throw blood or something, or I can't remember.
No, you don't beat him, but you can get him off of aggro.
No,
He doesn't aggro you. He aggroes the blood.
Yeah, yeah,
He
that's like
it doesn't do damage to
No,
you.
yeah, that's a mechanic. You can like throw the blood in a corner and then beat him up, right, or something like that. Yeah. So.
And he goes to the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wouldn't that be? Well, I guess when you said mechanics, I meant like control mechanics, not like game mechanics that you would learn along the way or just like stumble upon. You know?
No. I mean like, and I mean game mechanics could be like a boss fight or like how a boss works or how a monster works or anything like that.
Oh, I would
Yeah.
consider that just like part of the gameplay, figuring it out. You know? Because
Yeah.
it's like Destiny raids. Like you have to figure out the game mechanics. They don't tell you, but that's part of the fun, right?
I guess so.
I
guess
don't
so.
know.
Whatever,
I watched a lot of raids, and I feel like the fun part is them trying to figure out how to do the raid.
I guess so.
I don't know.
Whatever, dude. Okay, let me talk about the Lion King real quick. Okay, I think the Lion King. Babe, oh, your computer's off.
Yep.
Sega
fact-checking.
Lion King
Nope,
game.
no fact checking today.
Okay, so Lion King, it came out on Sega in 1994. What's the map called? Hard level map.
The monkeys throw you? That seems crazy.
Yes.
I guess he is just a little baby cub.
Let's see if I can pull it over here.
Monkeys are strong.
Oh, it's coming through that. Anyways, I'll mute it. So it's like a level where you're
Oh my
basically
gosh, it's so
Simba, and these monkeys
cute.
throw you, and you have to remember, like,
Oh, the
kind of like
direction?
because they don't tell you where they throw you. You kind of just get thrown. So let's see. Okay, he's not doing what I want him to do. Okay, yeah, see, it grabs you. You like, oh my god, never mind. Come on, get thrown by something. See, they throw you. Anyways, they throw you, and you don't know where you're going. And if you die, you start all over from the beginning of the game.
Oh, see, games back then made you have to be a good player.
Yeah, you just die in that game. Yeah, it's rough. It's a rough one. Anyways, so
I guess trial and error though. And then back then, what else was there to do besides
True.
just spend hours playing a game?
Yep.
I don't know. You could smoke inside of a movie theater. You know,
That's true, but again,
You
there's nothing.
smoke
It's
inside
nothing
of-
more productive than playing a video game.
you could smoke inside of a deli.
Just
Yeah.
smoke inside buildings.
Yeah. So I was talking to this old lady that I met, and she was. This is just a random off tangent because we're talking about old stuff. And she was an old person, but I was like, man, me and my wife Geisha, because she's like 75 or something, and she was talking to me, and I was like, she was talking about what kids are wearing or what people are wearing that we see every day, and she's like, yeah, some of these outfits that they're wearing is insane. And she said she worked at like a EDM festivals and stuff, and she's like the ticket exchanger, and she was talking about like how like at the EDM stuff they wear basically nothing. It's like fishnets and like thongs, and she was like, some of them look really good, and then some of them look like they should not be wearing this stuff, like they do not look good. And then she was like, I just think it's an era thing, you know, it's like the type of era. And she was talking about how like in the 60s and like the flapper dress stuff, and I was like telling her how we saw Lucy Darling, and how like all that stuff. And then I was like, man, yeah, my wife Geisha really says she was born in like the flapper dress era. What, it wasn't the flapper dress era?
Before that,
What era is that?
the poodle skirt era.
Oh.
Isn't that the same era?
Nope.
Yeah, no, poodle skirts after the flapper
Yes.
dress?
No, poodle skirts is like the 50s. Flapper dress is like the 60s, 70s.
When was the poodle skirt popular?
Maybe even the 20s, the 30s.
Poodle squash
Era.
would be cool.
Like when
That's
you go
like
to the diner and get a milkshake.
Okay, so the poodle skirt era primarily refers to the 1950s, and then what was the flapper dress era? Flapper dress era. The 1920s. So yeah, so 50s was like the greasers,
Yes.
and then the pink poodle.
I mean,
stuff.
they were cool
What are you,
though.
What are
You
you
got
doing
to
over
wear
there?
leather all the time.
Looking
be
at
super
for something.
cool.
Yeah.
I agree. 50s would be
Yeah,
cool.
I would say the 50s. My bad.
Yeah.
I did mean the fit. I did like the way they dressed though in the flapper dress era. Like the men would wear like suits and stuff, and then and the women would be like all dressed up. But like the poodle skirt era is probably like the 50s were. It seems like the best era to be a part of.
Outfit wise.
You done?
I would not want to live in the 50s.
I would totally live in the 50s.
I said it'd be rough because you also have to think about like women's rights back in the 50s too.
Yeah, that's
But-
why I wouldn't live
I
in
would
the 50s.
stay home all day long. It's fine.
It's just,
But it was cool because like they can go to the diners and just be like, yo, what up? I mean, the 50s sucked though because they had like all the, the racism and all that bullshit they were dealing with too. I mean, it's still happening, but I mean, back then it was like bad. You know what I mean? But they did have the cool diners where you could just pull up after a football game in
I
high
know,
school,
they were open
drink
late.
drink milkshakes,
Get
and
it straight.
nobody worried about nothing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that was a cool era. Why can't we have a cool era like that? I was telling somebody else. I know I'm supposed to talk about games, but I'm thinking about other things now. I was talking to somebody else about it, and I was like, man, I really, really did miss all the eras because there's like we said, the flapper dress era, poodle era, like the mobster era, the cowboys era, like the moonshine era,
The Prohibition era.
yeah, and like the pirates era. Like I could have been a pirate, or I could have been a freaking cowboy, you know. just like robbing people in the same town, and they still wouldn't know me because I wore a mask around my face. It was just insane back then. You know, I don't know.
That's crazy talk.
It's just
I like the eras. I would never want to live in any of them.
You wouldn't want to be a pirate or a cowboy.
Women in those eras are vastly different than men.
Yeah, for you it would be cool.
Well, the cowboy era, you could have been like a Bonnie and Clyde type thing.
For me, it would suck.
Okay, you're right. All right, my bad. Whatever. All right. So let's talk about Zelda. So I don't know if you guys ever played Zelda.
His hand is stuck.
Oh my God, we're going off the rails right here. We're
His
talking about
palm is
eras.
stuck.
Our cat's nails stuck in her nails. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Stuck in her socks.
Stuck in her sock. Sorry. So Zelda 2, the side scroll, like they did the side scroll thing. It was like 1987. You move up, the screen will move up. You move down, the screen will move down. Move right, the screen will move right. Whatever. So there were dungeon puzzles. And it was very calm back then. And then in came random overlords of encounters, platforming hazards, and enemies that blocked, parried, and stabbed better than AI that's out pretty much today. Mana was limited, magic spells were necessary, and it was very easy to waste them, and you had like little fairy things that would heal you, and it was a rough go.
Hey, listen.
Yeah. The experience system was very brutal. You die 3 times, the game was over, and you lose all your XP progress. And then there's the infamous Death Mountain, which sounds like a joke, but in reality, it was like a gauntlet of death, full of dead ends and hard-hitting enemies with no mercy. And you got to think, like games back then, it was very hard. There was no internet to look up how to do this. There's no.
You know, hardest game? Minesweeper.
Minesweeper.
I didn't know how that worked.
I don't even know how that works. Doesn't it show you the number that the amount of squares, but which ones can possibly not be there?
The number means that's how many bombs are nearby.
So how do you know?
But you
which
didn't
ones?
know. You didn't know unless you looked it up. Not everybody had access to a computer.
So the numbers, how I learned it is the numbers were the numbers of spaces the bomb was away. So if you had like a 1, if you had like a 1 on top, or like a 2 on top, and then a 1, and then a 1, and then a 1, so your bomb most likely would be the 2 on top instead of the 1 all the way around.
Yeah, the numbers like
Something like that. Like you
how
had
many
to do the
adjacent
math.
bombs were nearby?
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Something like
it's
that.
It's unforgiving unless you know the rules, but you don't know the rules unless you look it up.
Yeah, and you gotta be good at math.
Yeah, which I am not good at that. So would you guys damn, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Death Mountain, Final Boss, the Shadow Link. Did I say Shadow Link?
Nope.
No.
So Shadow Link, you could dodge, or Shadow Link could dodge faster, punch, like pretty much do everything faster than you and kill you. Yeah, it was a rough go. Do you think should more franchises take risky swings like Zelda 2 did, and with like how like if you died, or never mind. I lost my whole train of thought on this segment. My bad.
I think games shouldn't implement autosaves very much.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're going with that, but that's my take.
That's not what I was going on with that. I completely forgot what I was going to talk about. Have you guys ever heard of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, at least?
I've heard
The
of
Sewer
it.
of Suffering.
I've
Heard of it, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
This was one of the coolest
Anything about
games. It was very cool. I thought it was extremely cool. I've never beat it. I don't know anybody's that has beaten it, but it's a 1989 game on Nintendo. It was a classic. It was a franchise bait and switch. So you thought you were getting the cartoon, but you got like a clunky mess of underwater bombs. You would have to defuse these bombs. Crazy hitboxes. To this day, the infamous dam level has its own PTSD support group. No, probably they do. I don't know.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
They probably have like a Reddit page somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Who remembers this game?
You had 4 turtles, each with their own weapon, until you realized Donatello was overpowered and the others basically suck. And then it came to swimming levels. You had 2 minutes to defuse bombs underwater while dodging electric seaweed for some reason, jellyfish, terrible controls, and yeah, it was just rough. The collision detection was so janky that you would get shocked just by looking at things wrong. It was a rough game.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and so later levels didn't even bother. Enemies respawned constantly. Jump mechanics were inconsistent, and let's not forget, you couldn't switch turtles mid jump. So if your active turtle died mid platforming, it was game over with no checkpoint. Yeah.
It doesn't just what?
Yeah, it was a rough go.
That's lame.
How have you guys ever played a licensed game that ever made you regretting liking that franchise? I mean, you could bring up nowadays.
I don't have one.
I don't have one either.
I don't know. I don't think one bad game would make me not like an entire
I mean,
license.
honestly, I still to this day, I mean, I may play it, but I don't like EA. I don't think EA did Anthem though. Who did Anthem? Was it BioWare?
It was EA.
It was EA.
I thought EA was just like the publisher type thing. Who was like the team?
Oh, like the developers?
Who ran Anthem, the game? Fact check. My fact checker can't do it.
Not ran. Who developed it?
BioWare developed Anthem, and then EA published it.
Oh, okay.
So BioWare was responsible for the game's creation. EA handled the publishing and distribution of this game. Yeah. Who would you blame that more on? Would you blame it on the publisher or the developers on that part?
The developer.
Yeah.
The game itself wasn't great.
But wouldn't
Well,
EA
the publisher, because like, why did they publish it?
That's true.
Because they're probably like, we need this game out even though it's not done type thing.
I would blame the publisher. I mean, developers are only going to do what they're told.
Yeah.
Although they did make an unrefined game, but maybe they told EA that. Who knows? you
And
know?
maybe EA didn't even check it. It was just like, okay,
Exactly,
let's publish
yeah.
it type of situation.
Yeah.
I just remember, we talk about these. We always talk about games that we've talked about in past episodes, but man, every time that game comes up, I just think about like how excited I was for it, and then it was just not what it was, like the trailer and everything. I was like, oh, this game's about to be insane, and then it sucked. I mean, it still looks cool, and it was still probably like the best flying mechanic game I've ever played, but you know. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got. We've relived, well, I relived a lot of these games since they never played these games. But the real question is, even to this day, why do we keep coming back to games that just hurt us? Why
Nostalgia.
Even games that we are new, like Bloodborne,
She
Elden
goes back
Ring.
to it for nostalgia all the time.
Yep.
She does play
She
Bloodborne.
gets the vibes for wanting to play, and she plays it.
Yep.
I always want to see her play it through on stream and just beat it. But then she's like, nope, nobody wants to watch me farm.
Because
and
then
never
that's probably
'cause I
like a
have to
12-hour
farm.
stream.
I'm not good at it like Jackie Boy, who knows all the secrets and knows all the tricks.
True.
I need to farm and I need to get stronger and I need to like.
If you get
I
stronger,
can't do it without farming.
If you get stronger in that game, do the monsters get stronger or no?
No.
Oh.
It's not until you new game plus it that they get stronger.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I think that's the reason why anyone plays any game is nostalgia.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something special about games that broke us, I guess, in a way. They stick to our
Back
memories.
to the simple times.
Yeah.
No like complex mechanics. You
Mhm.
just like run or jump.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of games that I'm pretty sure everybody has that they could bring up and be like, yeah, this is why I played it, and I remember this game. I remember this moment. Blah, 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 blah.
That's
you
why
know?
emulators are so popular. People want to play them. And you can't play them unless you have an old console. Not a lot of people have access to those.
Yeah.
Is there a game that you guys would like to revisit one day? Just for, like you said, like nostalgia's sake?
Yoshi's Island.
I've never played that. Is that a good game?
I liked it.
Everybody talks about how that game was so great.
It was great.
I've never played it. Have
You
you
gotta
played
play it.
Yep.
No, I've
It's
never
on the
played it.
emulator I have.
See?
it? Is it a Super Nintendo game?
Yep.
Interesting.
I don't play Scooby Doo.
Scooby-Doo?
The first time I ever
Scooby-Doo.
played Scooby Doo. It was on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. I liked Mario RPG. That was a good one.
I think that's on my emulator too.
Is it really?
I think so.
You just gotta play games on the emulator.
Yeah. I always keep saying that we're going to bring it up here and then I'll stream it, but then don't.
Yeah, you can now.
I can now.
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to add?
Nope.
You guys should listen to Games E Mas
Oh yeah. Shout out Vic.
podcast.
Why?
They're
Why-
hilarious. Oh, follow them on Twitch. This Los Sad Boys. It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, they had like the
They just played Gloomhaven today. It
Yeah.
was so good.
We
But
need
they played the like online version, not the board game version.
We need to do some podcast collabs with other people so we can stop just shouting out Vic. We need to shout out other people.
He's so funny though.
Him and his he's a universal adult, and he talks about Jurassic Park recently a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. And then I looked at his comment, and he got a hate comment on there, and I was like, man, it was interesting. Somebody's hating on you for talking about
Talking about Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's a new one for me.
Don't talk about Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but anyways, keep grinding those. What do I say? Keep grinding those side quests and
Levels.
grinding those levels and finishing those side quests. Nobody else wanted to add anything else? No?
No.
Okay, that's all I got.
All right. As always, this has been Co-op Chronicles with Pint Size Geisha, Blacklabel, and me, Azzilee.
Bye.
We gather round the mic, tales of knights and dice. Gaming worlds collide, hobbies come alive. Azzilee and Geisha chat, Black Label's where it's at. Movies and stories told, secrets to unfold. Co-op Chronicles, come and join the ride in a world where fun